Hey, I'm Ori, and I enjoy doing stupid things. Seriously. I created an organization that used bureaucracy as a tool to create more love and compassion in the world, and we make satire on actual documents in order to bring more love and compassion in a therapeutic, sometimes transformative manner. And life is good. I get paid to issue open carry permits for musical instruments. Occasionally, national media outlets like InfoWars interview me and make fun of my unibrow and call to deport me to France or Germany or wherever I am from. Everything is good till one day I get a text from Lenny Bruce, perhaps the most important comedian of the 20th century, and he shits all over me. And it really, it hurts my feelings deeply. It was really hard to receive that. But I went to this workshop about intimacy, and I decided to take what Lenny Bruce told me as a gift. And I want to express more vulnerability. I want to be more real, more honest as an artist. That's my role. That's what I want to do now. Thank you, Lenny. Anyway, so I decided that I probably need to expose myself a little more. Like, the artist's role in society is to expose ourselves and to expose what society is beautiful at and what society is very ugly at. That's the role of the artist. Yeah. By the way, I got in real trouble for this sign. A few hours after I put it on, I get a phone call. Hey, Ori, because everyone knows when Ori bombed a place, so I took it off. But let's talk about exposure. When a developer exposes a piece of forest in order to build a condominium, usually they don't expect that some artist will come and post the Lorax on the actual construction site and have parents go to the construction site and read the Lorax to their children on the construction site. This is where we are. There is a wall. There is a wall between the United States and Mexico, and people die there because they cannot cross that wall. People die there because they can't cross this barrier. Let's think about it for a few seconds. When Charlie Chaplin adopted an orphan baby as the kid, he didn't ask for his race or gender or nationality. He just gave him the best love a parent can give a child. And a few days ago, I led a workshop at the local youth shelter, the Dream Tree Project, and we ended up watching Chaplin. This is my role model for parenting, my 3 daughters. So we have these detention centers where people get minimum wage in order to be Nazis. Some of the counselors on the summer camps are abusers. Summertime. So I created a flyer to recruit counselors to ICE summer camps, if you know anyone who's interested. I've been making comedy for a few years now, and the more I do it, the more I realize that I have no idea what works. I can't predict what my audience would say or feel, but one thing I do know is that often the things that are funny are the things that don't make sense. That just, there's no but, it's just funny. And it's not aiming towards some political goal, it's aiming towards the heart. This is Richard Nixon, by the way. Peter Fetcher tried to escape East Germany towards the freedom in the West, and he was shot by the Soviet guards at Checkpoint Charlie. He was bleeding for 59 minutes until he died, because nobody wanted to offer him help. They were too afraid that someone from the other side will shoot them. I didn't want to be a soldier. I was drafted grew up in Israel, and I hated it. I realized I'm a pacifist, and I refused to shoot a gun during the army service, and I've done a lot of office work and dishes. I remember one time I was in the bus as a soldier, and I woke up with erection, and I was super embarrassed by it. But how much more embarrassing it is to carry a machine that kills people than to have a functioning penis? I don't know. I don't know, and you don't know, and we don't really know. We pretend. I think that I know, and I'm acting so strongly based on this, like thinking that I know something, and I don't know. I thought about it, and I don't know if Hillary was better than Trump. I really don't know. Could be, but I don't know. I'm so busy, we are so busy making portraits of our own butts, dealing with our own stuff, and looking at ourselves that I don't know, and I forget that there are other people in the room because I'm so busy in my thoughts. This is Engelmeyer, friends. He's an amazing artist, my favorite living artist. Follow him, you won't regret. He's a real genius. Anyhow, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, Lenny Bruce. So, I didn't realize why I got so upset about what Lenny Bruce told me. I could have just converted his insult into a compliment, into a blessing. It's just an image I see on my phone. It doesn't matter what it actually says. It's just words. I can make them up. If someone insults you, just take the words, replace them, switch them, put it back. You don't even need Photoshop for that. It's easy. This is from a series in which I dedicate benches around the country to victims of the war on drugs, McCarthy witch hunt, and more injustices. But perhaps the biggest injustice I feel, I experience, the most toxic relationship I have is with myself. So often I hate myself, and I don't even know why. There's no why. But maybe I can reject that. If my brain is wired in a certain way, maybe I can reject this programming. This is a letter a high school student wrote rejecting Harvard College. Why not reject an institution that makes you feel shitty for not attending it? Find something that upsets you and make fun of it. Clowning is a religion and you can practice. Not so long ago, a brave man stood on a stage in the United States of America, and this is not the right comics, by the way, we changed it. Ignore what Lenny Bruce says. There was a mistake in the slide. Anyway, a brave man stood on the stage and got arrested multiple times. Comedy is dangerous. When you push someone's button, some bad things can happen. It is so easy to look at the other side and see them as Hitler or Stalin, and to look at a person and treat them as the evil. But both Hitler and Stalin, as kids, were beaten by their dad. Then they grew up to kill millions of people. And I had another thing that I wanted to say here, and I forgot. Maybe later. Oh, and this is the wrong slide too. There's supposed to be an image of the birth of Adolf Hitler on the right, being born out of the Origin of the World by Gustave Courbet. So imagine that. What if we would, instead of hating one another, would make love to someone who thinks differently than us? Let's try that. It's really that. Oh, okay, that's it. Something happened to the slides. Something happened to the slides. We checked it. So this is the beginning of the talk with some gibberish on the right. The text didn't go well from Google Slides to PowerPoint, apparently. Yeah, I can do the whole thing again if you want. Thank you.